A routine DWI case suddenly spirals into something much darker. One wrong move, and a simple courtroom hearing explodes into the threat of 20 years behind bars. Just when you think it can't get worse, test results reveal a shocking mix of drugs that leaves the entire courtroom stunned. And then, the judge delivers a brutal blow, bond revoked, straight to jail. But here's the twist. You won't believe how it ends, with a pep talk that feels more like a final lifeline. Stick with me through this case, and trust me, you'll see why this courtroom moment is unforgettable. And hey, if you love these raw, unfiltered courtroom breakdowns, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a case like this.
Okay, you have a lawyer? Or you have a lawyer? Are you getting one? Who is going to be, do you know?
I don't know right off.
Okay. You were charged with the third-degree felony of operating a motor vehicle in a public place while intoxicated. And paragraphs 1 and 2 provide because you have 2 prior DWIs or more. It looks like I'm looking at 3.
Did you catch that? With 2 prior DWIs, this isn't just another traffic case. It jumps to a second-degree felony, which means up to 20 years in prison. In Texas law, a defendant's past doesn't just haunt him. It hand-delivers him straight into the jaws of the justice system. And the judge's advice? Run like the wind to get a lawyer. That's not a suggestion. That's survival.
But this, anytime you are arrested and charged with a DWI, operating a motor vehicle in a public place while intoxicated, it's a felony, third-degree felony. However, you've got this prior conviction in 2018 out of Orange County, which, if all of this is true, now you're looking at a second-degree felony punishment, up to 20 years in prison. That's how serious this is. I'd run like the wind to get a lawyer. So how much time do you need? I'm gonna give you the 3 weeks. When you do that, if you hire somebody, make sure you give them this resetting so they know when you have to be back here. Okay. What was the result?
It was actually positive for GHB, which is gamma hydroxybutyric acid. Basically, it can cause extreme drowsiness, and that's what was detected.
Kind of like what y'all exhibit here.
That's correct, Your Honor.
I'm just kidding. You know what they're talking about? What is it called?
Gamma hydroxybutyric acid.
No.
GHB.
What is the street name for that? You don't know? You can't just buy this store. We test for that?
I can check. It.
Okay. Okay.
No.
It's Timothy Army.
Yeah. So 3 weeks, get a resetting, and just have a seat in the queue. Thank you.
Just see as well.
And Your Honor, we would ask just for a drug patch be ordered, just as a condition of the bond, or if it's not.
Do you have a turn?
I'm getting one.
So only initial.
I also had the James C. possibly getting us drug patch.
I don't have to tell you what this says. You're intimately familiar with what you got in you. You got everything. You got everything.
Feeling medications.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
methamphetamine. They're giving you meth, are they?
No.
You got amphetamine, methamphetamine, tetrahydrocannabinol, marijuana in your system, and MDMA, ecstasy, and then benzodiazepines. Maybe benzo that might have been given to you, but the others aren't.
The benzo and the Adderall.
Hold on. That's not a toxicology report. That's a nightclub cocktail menu. Methamphetamine, marijuana, MDMA, benzos. This defendant isn't free-falling. He's skydiving without a parachute. And here's the kicker. Once those results hit the courtroom record, his credibility nosedives instantly.
Sorry, I was just saying, been doing great. And
You didn't do great here. You're free falling.
I just, if I could have the opportunity to get that edge.
That's not the way it's going to work. What's his bond? Who's your attorney on this?
He doesn't have an attorney.
If,
You're going to have to do it from jail because your bond is revoked and you're going to go to jail.
so if I can get that.
5 controlled substances are in your system. You are free falling. You need to fix that before you hit the ground and splat. You know what I mean? You can't continue to live like this without severe.
Right, so
And there it is, the hammer drops. Bond revoked. Straight to jail. Notice how the judge doesn't flinch here. Because in the eyes of the court, 5 controlled substances in a defendant's system is not a mistake. It's a pattern. And when freedom's on the line, a judge doesn't gamble.
Problems.
Judge Stevens, they can give me the opportunity to just, out with this pattern of function. So
You're going to jail. You got to face it. You're going to go to jail. Your bond is revoked on the court's watch. That's just the way it is. We're going to dry you out. I wish I had a penny for every time people beg to be released, that you'll never see me again. And I'm going to change my drug addiction right now. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. That's not realistic.
well,
Actually,
I've been,
I am doing you a big favor. You have a problem, and I don't know how long it's been, but it's far too long. Once you get the problem, it's too long. But this is not something that you get with 5 controlled substances in your system overnight. This is built up, and it's going to take a little bit of stress and time to fix it. But we're going to try. Okay. What's his bond, please?
It's $5,000.
What do you say? Did you say 55?
5.
5,000. Okay. Your bond is revoked. There is no bond right now. Do you have income? You're about to go to jail. Do you have an income? Are you able to hire a lawyer right now?
if I'm able to go out there and work.
If you're able to. Okay, here's what I'm going to do is get you to fill out one of these indigent forms so we can get you some legal assistance immediately. They're going to talk to you in a few minutes. Fill that out right over there.
Yeah, we're taking custody first.
Yeah.
Right back out.
Okay. Brent, I'm going to ask you to help this man. Okay. And his name is Timothy Burney. And where's his file? Wasn't here today.
There's all, I looked today, down in,
Rob? Oh, yeah. No, that was reset to Adam's available today.
So he must have called us and reset and didn't get back with you. But are you going to give him a resetting sheet?
I think all of them.
Yeah, in just a second, let me get this.
Yeah. You're going to get a resetting from this lady so that you have something in your hand.
Mr. Barney, please raise your right hand.
He needs to call you.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's not fair. But I know he's juggling a lot of balls, and he does good work for his people. It's just, I think there are a lot of people committing crimes in the county right now. Come on over here, sir. You have zero income, Mr. Farnham? You swear that is true and correct?
So expensive for me to have time like that.
So you need to stay in contact with your bondsman. We've got, there's thousands of people on our docket. We can't constantly call everyone, but that's why you have a bondsman. That's
Who is your bondsman? Do you know who it is?
Okay.
They will have to know because they lose money if they are not keeping up with everything. You need to get that phone number from them so that you can call them. They're your lifeline as well as your lawyer. If you're having problems with the lawyer, the bondsman, you need to know how to contact them. because they don't want to lose their bond
Yeah, but that's.
because
that's-
somebody didn't tell you about being here. Okay, then, Mr. Turk will be appointed, to represent, you in this case. And also because of, 5 different drugs in your system,
Okay, so
your
right
bond is revoked. You can't commit, the first condition of bond is don't commit a crime, and methamphetamine and amphetamine are crimes. And the others you may, well, I think there was another one that was a THC was in there too. Those are problematic. So your bond is revoked. You're going to be put in custody. I'm going to bring you back in a week and test you to see that those things are out of your system or not, because I'm not letting you leave until those are out of your system. Okay. And then 2 things have to happen. You need to abstain from illegal drugs, or else the next time the bond will be revoked until we can dispose of this case, which could take a while. You just sit in it. But that's one thing. Abstain. Number 2, you need to get some help immediately. Run like the wind. He's a good man. He'll help you. But at the end of the day, this is your choice. It's your choice. And you got a problem. We see this. You're not the first one. There are unfortunately too many on our docket who have similar problems, but you're free falling. And you know how that ends. At the end of the fall, it's a big splat, and it's never good for you and others that who might care for you or who might be in the way of something problematic that occurs. So it's easy for me to say stop for me, but you're going to need some assistance as well. Work with your Mr. Third. He can help advise you on where you can get some help, but this is your choice. You don't have to, but it's in your worst interest not to get help to fix a problem you have with drugs, which is serious, right? And it's cost you freedom for a while, but it could be worse. You don't want it to get further. Fix the problem and come back to
This is the courtroom whiplash moment. 1 second, the judge is revoking bond and sending him to jail. The next, he's giving him a pep talk like a coach before the big game. But here's the deeper truth. Judges walk a fine line between punishment and rehabilitation. The tough love isn't just words. It's this man's last shot at redemption.
get away from the dark side and get back into the light, you know? You understand what I'm trying to say? Fix it. I think you're capable of doing that. But right now, you're not in a good condition and not in a good place, but it's going to require some changes. And he'll help you as best he can. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. Make the right choices. We'll give you what the right choices are, but you still have to you still got to walk that walk. We're just doing the talk. You got to walk the walk. And people do it all the time, get over their head and they fix it. Some don't. And it's catastrophic. We're sad to see what happens. But it hurts them, hurts the people around them. And all you can do is feel sad for them, but it's their choice. This one is your choice. You know what the right choice is? Do it. Okay? Anything else? I gave a pep talk. Go out there and win the game. You're capable of doing it. That's what's sad from what I know of you here, what I've come to learn. You're most capable. Fix this for you and the people close to you who care for you. All right. All right. We'll see you back in a week. Test you. You test negative, then I'll put you back on a bond and a drug pad. Okay. All right. Good luck. Yes, sir. Anything else? We are in recess then. Thank you, everybody.